Physics, chapter 19, theory video 9, equations of simple harmonic motion. The graph of figure 19.15a shown earlier represents how the displacement of an oscillator varies during SHM. So that we discussed 15.1a, this is 15a. So this is velocity, how it changes with displacement. We have already mentioned that this is a sine curve, right? Sine curve is something that looks like this, right? So you have to actually know what a by looking at it, you have to identify what a sine curve is. And the parabola, of course, parabola is only this part. This is a parabola, right? This positive or negative parabolas, so those are parabolas, and this is a sine curve. So then we can present the same information in the form of an equation. The relationship between the displacement x and time t is as follows. Okay, don't think too much about it. Don't go to try to focus on how this equation is going to come. Just try to memorize this equation, because you will have to use it. X equals x o sine omega t. XO is the amplitude, omega is the frequency, and obviously t is time, and sine is the sine value, and x stands for the displacement, right? We can use the same thing. Same motion can be represented using a cosine function without using the sine function. X equals xo cos omega t. Now you will see that in both of these, only difference is sine and cos changing. Other than that, here we have used sine, here we have used cos, right? Sine and cos. Everything else is the same. How can that be? Because sine and cosine are not equivalent, right? But that difference, the difference between these two equations is illustrated in figure 19.19. The sine version starts at x equals 0. That is, the oscillating mass is at its equilibrium position when t equals 0. Right? So this is sine omega t. Right? As you can see, here they are saying the sine version starts at x equals 0. That is, the displacement is 0. Okay? So the oscillating mass is at its equilibrium position when t equals 0 here. T equals 0, it is at its equilibrium position. Right? So then the other way round should happen for cosine version. The cosine version starts at x equals xo. So that means the mass is at its maximum displacement when t equals 0. It is at this point when t equals 0. That is the difference. T equals 0. You will have the maximum displacement here. That means the maximum displacement is this. At t equals 0, it has a maximum displacement. Right? So that is the difference between cosine and sine graphs. Note that in calculations using these equations, the quantity omega t is in radians. Make sure that your calculator is in radian mode for any calculation. Right? See worked example 2. The presence of the pi in the equation should remind you of this. Right? So it has to be in radian mode. You have to set your calculation to radian mode. Right? So that is something that we have to make sure of. We will discuss worked example 2 before we write our note. A pendulum oscillates with frequency 1.5 Hz and amplitude 0.1 meters. So here they have not given the graph. If it is passing through its equilibrium position when t equals 0, write an equation to represent its displacement x in terms of amplitude xo, angular frequency omega and time t. Determine its displacement when t equals 0.5 seconds. So first of all, we have to figure out, one thing that you need to do is you have to write down whatever the information that they have given. Frequency has been given 1.5 Hertz. Amplitude has been given, that is x has been given 0.1 meters. Right? Then if it is passing through its equilibrium position when t equals 0, at t equals 0, then it passes through the equilibrium position. Write an equation, that is what they are asking, to represent its displacement x in terms of amplitude xo, angular frequency omega and time t. Determine its displacement when t equals 0.5 seconds. So we have to select the correct equation. In this case, the displacement is 0 when t equals 0. So we have to use the sine form. X equals xo sine omega t. Then from the frequency f, we calculate the angular frequency. Right? They have given 1.5 Hertz to be the frequency. Omega equals 2 pi f. Then from there we figure out f to be, omega to be 3 pi. 3 pi. Right? Then you substitute these values to x equals xo sine omega t. And in that point, when you do that, you have to put your calculator into radian mode. Right? You press the shift button and add radian mode in there. To find x when t equals 0.5 seconds, so here's we have xo equals 0.1 meters. So x equals 0.1 sine 3 omega t. Okay. To find x when t equals 0.5 seconds, substitute t. Instead of t, you put 0.5 and you will get negative 0.1 meters. Please remember, if you do not have the radian mode, you will have some difficulties doing this question. This means that the pendulum is at the extreme end of its oscillation. The minus sign means that it is at the negative or left hand end. Minus sign is because right hand side is positive. Assuming you have chosen to consider displacement to the right as positive. Right? If you get your calculation in this form, your answer is going to be wrong because that is in degrees. So here you have to have set your calculator to radian mode. So these things need to automatically happen when you do questions. So you have to practice yourself doing these questions well, then you will understand why it is important to have these change your calculator into radian mode. And basically it is not that it's important, it is needed for you to change it into radian mode because we are dealing with radians, not degrees. Write down equations of SHM. The graphs of simple harmonic motion show that displacement changes in a sine curve. This relationship can be represented using two equations. Number one, x equals xo sine omega t. Please write this equation. And then number two, x equals xo cos omega t. Where xo is the amplitude. Next line, omega is omega is its frequency and t is time. The two equations vary as follows. Leave a line and write. It shows that at the starting point, the displacement is 0 or at its highest. That is where the displacement is. It should be, if it is 0, then it will be use sine omega t. If it is 0, we use sine omega t. If it is highest, like in the second graph here, we use xo cos omega t. Please draw these two graphs. When using these equations, because quantity omega t is in radians, we have to set our calculators to radian mode. Please you take a highlighter and highlight that that part. It's very, very important. I hope you understood. If you did, do question number 14 and 15, please.